What's going on? How y'all doing? It's your boy Double One. Back with another message. Appreciate all y'all support. Thank you for continuing to watch and rock with your boy. Now I'm gonna get straight into it. Let's talk about it. Overcoming narcissistic abuse. Overcoming narcissistic abuse can take somebody years and years to find themselves and rebuild their life again. That trauma from narcissistic abuse may never go away, but you have to learn how to trust all over again. You so standoffish towards everybody. You can actually meet somebody good, but the trauma from the abuse can sometimes get in the way of some things. And you have to have, that's why, in order to truly have the true relationship with God, you have to go within to find Him, away from church. You only really learn about God within yourself and the ability to connect with Him. That's why you hear a lot of people say that they got a closer relationship to Him outside of church. Because God is within you, and your relationship gets stronger with Him the more you be by yourself. And overcoming narcissistic abuse is one of the most challenging things in life that a person has to deal with. And it goes from tradition, from the great-grands to the grands, to the mothers, to the fathers, to on down. And when the only thing that people know is abuse, then they think it's okay. It's like they don't fully understand. But why do you think they call it supply for a narcissist? A new supply, because that's another term for a slave. A narcissist is a user. A narcissistic woman wants a man in the house all the time just to get her bills paid, not to build a relationship. A man only wants to be in a woman's house to pay her bills, to lay up on the couch, to have a roof over his head. Never really truly get in a relationship with the woman. That's what a narcissist is. And for children to have to deal with this, it's nothing like out there on that court shooting a jump shot and you just want to look back and see if your mother is watching. But she ain't paying you no attention, but she at every one of your big brother games. She go to every one of your sister's events. But rarely shows up to yours. It's like the tradition is passed down to pick one child out of every unit, family unit, to misuse, to disrespect, and to treat like a slave. It's all about that Cinderella type stuff. You can go tell your mother or your father, don't wear that because it's going to draw more heat. They won't listen to you. But that person, but a sibling or an uncle or somebody tells them that, they'll go change. It's coming from you. That's the type of stuff, that abuse, that ability to make you feel so small. That's why it's important for you to become selfish and keep your energy back. Either as less contact as possible. You just pray that you are man enough or woman enough to pray against these attacks and to pray over your money so that you don't need nobody for nothing. Because codependency in a title that people think that gives them, it's okay to abuse you when they do that, because they have power over you when you do that. Nobody chooses to break the stranglehold. Everybody wants to be the main person of every clique or every family, the control mechanism. That is an issue. There's nothing like that. Think about how demoralizing that is to a child. To always to be the one that's locked up in his or her room while the other daughter or other son is making brownies with the mama. The only time that mother gives that child or that father gives that child some attention is when they call them to the dinner table or when they get in trouble in school. Anything that you may have that's going to get you out of the hood or to make you a better person, it falls on deaf ears. But when something good happens to somebody else, they having a meeting in the family room about it, and everybody's happy, and they talking about this and they talking about that. That's why once you find that the God within you and you find that self-love for you, there ain't no turning back. There ain't no turning back. You gotta set boundaries and you gotta put your foot down. Because narcissists like to bully. And they love control. When a narcissist has no control, they lose their mind. They have used your people as handlers against you. It's sad, but you have to a lot of people literally move away or go somewhere else just to get some distance. Because like I said before, a narcissist does not really see you as a human being. They see you as an object. Which means that even if a narcissist has moved on to another relationship, they still keeping tabs on you, trying to stop you from getting into another relationship. Sociopaths. They will turn a whole neighborhood against you. They will turn everybody in the family against you. Because you decide you don't want to take no more abuse. The worst thing you could have ever did was start asking questions. Start asking questions and start standing up for yourself. Don't allow anybody to treat you with nothing less but respect as a woman or as a man. Or you need to be around that person unless it's possible or not at all. A lot of people have sold out around you just to keep you oppressed, to do the job of Satan. It is sad, though. It's sad. But like I said before, it starts at the top, way at the beginning. And it has a trickle effect in every family. If you have a favorite child, then you are a soulless being. You will not treat every child the same. but your love is the same. The love you have for each one is the same. Even though you may not treat each one the same because of who they are, but the love you have for them should be the same. You should not make your children think they racing a marathon for your love. Then you got siblings fighting to be the better sibling, to be the bearer of the family, to make the mother or the father look good in their eyes. So they go to sabotaging each other. That father was treated like trash. He treats his son like trash. Then his son goes right ahead and treats his son like trash. Or he wasn't there for his son. He wasn't there for his, and he ain't gonna be there for his. Why you think they call it a chain of command in slavery? For every person that's owned by somebody, somebody else owns them. And that's what a lot of it is about. The tradition of owning someone, not them owning themselves. A narcissist thinks that they own you. So you have to put your foot down and let them know that you're no longer taking the abuse. You don't want to live the rest of your whole life. You go through this as children, and then you're supposed to deal with it for the rest of your life. Ladies, men, your mama or daddy that sat around and trauma bonded you and put you, and allowed and made it so you go through so much trauma in your life. They went through so much trauma. Then they turn around and put you through trauma. Then in the end, when you ain't got nobody, cause most of your relationships are gone. You ain't in a relationship because you so trauma bonded, because you're cursed, and most of your relationships are with narcissists. So in the end, after all that, you supposed to step up and take care of that father now. You supposed to step up and take care of that mother now. After you done been abused most of your life, trauma bonded, disregarded, not even treated like a human. You gonna feel obligated now to have to do this. Your life has been wasted, and you're supposed to do this now. You have been enslaved by your own people that think that they own you. Never want to see you to have your own life, your own family, with people that actually love you. That's the pattern of that narcissistic abuse. So I wanted to share that with y'all, because it is definitely a challenge. A challenge to get over and to get through not being narcissistically abused. I know a lot of y'all can relate to that out there. They put a title on it. So that's supposed to make the abuse feel less because of who the person is. But you got to give a damn about who you are and what type of person you want to be. And not let nobody ride you with trauma from the beginning of your birth all the way to your grave. You got to break the cycle some way, somehow. God bless y'all. Have a good one.